And I'm back. More Dragon Quest VII. Spent a lot of time finishing Danganronpa the last couple of days. Or at least the second game. So, now it's time to put some more focus on Dragon Quest today. So I'm going to try and do like at least 3 videos. Make up some ground there. And then maybe do Danganronpa. Probably will. I got time today, and Saturday, and Sunday to make up ground. I need to do a lot before I go on vacation, so I have like 3 or 4 days to not have to play games. That would be nice. But last episode, I was frustrated because I was fighting a lot of Buccanham. I was fucking them because a lot of enemies were kicking the shit out of me just in the surrounding area. So, yeah. Time to go to Buccanham proper and deal with their problems. Because, yes, that's what we do. So I'm not going to bother fighting dudes. Because I dealt with that. Of course you're running right in the way of the fucking... Anyway, good. I still had a straight shot. Uh-huh. Hmm? What a weird design this castle has. What a weird design. Oh, I want that. Okay, so I actually need to get into the castle. Hello. Oh, nothing? Okay. Cool, I guess.
Huh.
Welcome to Buccanham. They call this the floating city. I suppose it's obvious enough why. You're free to enter, but I must warn you, this place is cursed. What's more, it's a full moon tonight, so I really don't think you should stay. I'd be on my way as soon as possible if I were you. Well, let me get the fragment and I'll go about my merry way. Dot! Wait, no. There. And go around. Nope. 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 It's over here. Go in there. Ah, you bitch. That's how you get around that. Bitch. Alright. Oh, I see your game here. Well... Fuck. Guess I'll just ransack people's houses. Or not. Any door? Well, I did a whole bunch of nothing. What?
What was that? Verily, we must investigate.
Yes. Ah!
My baby! My dear baby! You know who I am, don't you, darling? It's me, your mother.
Oh!
Alma! Are you alright? Please, dear, you have to listen to me. I'm sorry, but the child doesn't know who we are.
I know. Of course I know, but it's our baby. Our little one. I can't just give up.
The fact you're getting beat up by those things is kind of...
Why did this have to happen to us?
I guess it's a good thing we're here. So you telling us not to smack up any demons that we come across, because we're kind of good at it.
It seems we were too late.
Your Majesty, I can...
At ease, soldier. It's quite clear what happened here. You did commendably. Can you really be visitors? Not many have the daring do to cross the dark sea to our humble kingdom. I would very much like to pick your brains. Come and see me in the palace when you have a moment, would you? And do not despair, I beseech you. You must stay strong for your child. They will need a home to return to one day. Will they not?
I like this guy. Nice upstanding king. Now, can I go in and get that fragment? No! Let me guess, it's gonna be, I need to actually beat this fucking place, and then I can get that fragment, and then I can go about my business. Well, fuck! Anyway, I don't wanna go in there. And that'll let me go there. But I can go down here and get a whole lot of nothing. And go over here. And get a whole lot of nothing. Alright then.
Oh.
Greetings, travelers. You must forgive me if I startled you earlier. Please allow me to welcome you to our kingdom. I am King Buccanham. And what might you be called?
Dork faces. Strife, explain the situation!
You know, I have a feeling that this chance encounter may well save my kingdom. Give me a moment and I'll explain. It all started 5 years ago. Since then, every child born here in Buccanham has been cursed. On the night of their first full moon, they take the form of a terrifying monster before disappearing into the darkness. Could you imagine anything more horrific? We know who is behind it, of course. The same fiend who sealed away island after island as he sought to rule the world. The Demon King. We did our damnedest to fight back, you know. We even joined forces with a ferocious crew of a ship named the Sea Dragon. But he was too powerful. The Sea Dragon was locked in an ocean of ice, and our kingdom was plunged into unending darkness. Without our pirate friends, we have no warriors capable of fighting the evil we face. I had started to fear that Buckingham's days were numbered. And then, you arrived. Now clearly, you are no ordinary band of travelers. You made it to our accursed shores after all. And so, I must ask this of you. Will you help us lift this terrible curse and liberate our kingdom?
Sure.
Thank you, my dear friends. And I assure you that as soon as the light of liberty returns to this place, you shall be handsomely rewarded. But now the hour grows late. We shall make a plan on the morrow. Now the inn does not open when the moon is full, I'm afraid. But you will find beds on the 3rd level of the palace. Till the morning, then.
That works for me. Aha! Aha! Anyway, these better than what I've got. 2. They are. 10 HP, 2 defense, none of agility. A little less defense, not very good agility. Damn. I've had this before. Never mind. Okay. Cool. The pirate's hat works for me. Alright, yeah, let's just go to sleep. Hmm? Sometimes I stand here, the jet black ocean stretching out before me, and I think back to happier times. I was once Buckingham's official minstrel, and lived here in the palace, and accompanied His Majesty on all important state visits. My fondest memory is of the trip we took aboard the Sea Dragon. I can remember it as though it was yesterday. The sharp scent of the brine, the sound of waves lapping against the hull.
Captain Sharkeye! What's the matter with ye, Tor? You're flapping like a sail in a summer squall. Aye, well, we've a visitor aboard, Captain. Same high and mighty old dog as last time. I was wondering when he'd show his face. Continue making ready to sail, Tor. This shan't take but a moment.
Yeah.
Aye, aye, Captain Sharkeye.
Can you teach me how to do that?
Welcome aboard, landlubber. Tain't often we see one of you well-to-do Buccanham types down here by the harbour side.
You know very well why we are here, Sharkeye. Goodness knows I would not have come for any other reason. Now, will I be returning to the king with the good news he so desires? Or will you be disappointing him yet again?
You needn't have bothered coming all this way. The Sea Dragon's course has already been set. Weigh anchor, lads! We're heading north! Buccanham Palace, ahoy!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Didn't ye hear me, your importantness? We sail for Buccanham. Now, step into my cabin and let's toast an alliance well made.
Captain Sharkeye, I... Oh, thank you. The king will be most pleased.
Can it be 2 years since Captain Sharkeye agreed to head the royal fleet? What he and his crew have achieved is truly remarkable. Alas, no matter how many monsters the crew of the Sea Dragon defeat, they seem to come back in ever greater numbers.
Yes. I rather fear our successes have drawn unwanted attention from the forces of evil. Perhaps this was to be expected. And rumor has it that the reckless devil intends to deliberately draw the master of all monsters to a distant corner of the ocean and finish this once and for all.
But Your Majesty, that is unspeakably dangerous. Captain Sharkeye may be a mighty pirate, but he cannot hope to go toe-to-toe with the Demon King. Especially not now. Why, it was only last night that Lady Anais announced she was with child.
I share your concerns, believe me. Alas, he's not a man whose mind can be changed.
Yaha! Ye know me better than my own dear mother, your majesty. And you understand the situation as well as I do. If naught is done, 'tis only a matter of time before your kingdom gets gobbled up by the darkness. There's no altering my course now. 'Tis set, and that's the end of it. If we don't make a stand, there'll be no future for any of us.
It seems we cannot change your mind. Well then, on behalf of myself and my subjects, let me express my utmost gratitude to you.
Ah, you silver-tongued devil, ye! I can see why they made ye captain of this fair realm. Now listen! We're having ourselves a little shindig on the Sea Dragon this evening to celebrate Anais' news. Be there, or I'll kill all the lot of ye.
Ah, I must say I'm glad you, convinced my finest minstrel to play.
Convinced, huh?
Now listen, Sharkeye. If I cannot persuade you to reconsider, I will give you my blessing to set sail tomorrow. But only on one condition. Anais must remain here in Buccanham. Promise me that, or I shall scupper the Sea Dragon, you stubborn old dog.
'Tis only now, after many years of marriage, that my beloved has found herself with child. I do believe the Almighty may be steering your hand, old friend. And who am I to deny the will of the great captain in the sky? I'll do as ye ask. Take care of her, ye hear? And of me little one.
It would appear that the rain has put an end to the festivities. The king's men are ready to escort you to the palace, Lady Anais.
Please, give me a moment. I wish to feel the waves just a little longer. I want our child to remember this place. Our home.
People say that you were once the queen of a foreign land, my lady. And I am inclined to believe them. But why would you forego your royal birthright for a life on the high seas with Captain Sharkeye?
Oh, I sensed in him a higher purpose, beyond material wealth or mere glory. He wishes only to make the oceans a safer place, for everyone. Perhaps you and your fellow retainers feel something similar about King Buccanham.
Anais! What are you doing up there, girl?
The king awaits you, Lady Anais. Please do not cause His Majesty any undue worry.
This accursed rain will chill ye to the bone. Get over here. See if I can't offer you a little shelter.
My darling, let us not say goodbye. Instead, let us make a promise. Let us make a vow that once the child is born, you and I will take to the waves once again.
Of course we will, me lassie. Our little one will be raised right here on the decks of the Sea Dragon. After all, 'twas the ocean that brought us together. And 'tis the ocean that'll bring me right back to you, my love. And before ye know it.
A lot of interesting people here. Until this kingdom of ours is released from the darkness which engulfs it, until peace is restored, I shall make do with my memories. Huh? Huh? What? You are not Sharkeye. Lady Anais. You must not try to get up. I'm sorry. I must have been dreaming of happier times. I must say, I am feeling better than I have in a long time. Perhaps it is our visitors who have lifted my spirits. I would be grateful if you could visit me again, should the opportunity arise. It pleases me greatly to hear tales of your travels. Come now, Lady Anais, lie down and rest. Yes, very well. Good night, my friends. Please do come and visit me again. I must apologize. Lady Anais is not yet recovered from her illness. Sometimes she runs a high fever and suffers the most terrible of nightmares. I would kindly ask you to let her get some rest. Goodness knows she needs it. Freshly made beds, alright! I love freshly made beds. That reminds me, I need to start making my own bed more often.
I say.
There's too much crap on my bed. I can't really do it, though. Towels and giant pillows and multiple blankets. Don't get back problems, kids. It really sucks. Anyway, good morning. I trust my royal bedchamber was to your liking. That is good to hear. Sharkeye did not take to it so readily, as I recall. Fit only for the lily-liverest of all the livy-liverest landlubbers. Creation was the phrase I believe he used. But I mustn't get caught up in my reminiscences. I need to tell you more about how we plan to save our kingdom. According to this man's investigation, the predicament came about as a result of a mighty lighthouse known as the Beacon falling to the darkness. and perhaps explain why all the children turned into monsters were so scuttling off towards it. But until now, it has been impossible to enter the lighthouse and investigate, due to all the all-obscuring darkness that makes me belch. Sorry. Darkness that fills it. A darkness caused by a great black flame. We know what those are. They suck. However, our learned friend here thinks there might be a way to penetrate the blackness, and to go after our beloved babes and homes.
Indeed.
Would you be so good as to explain your method? Yes. Yes, of course. As you may be aware, a tribe of dwarves dwells near the kingdom of Buccanham. They live in a cave far to the east of the palace. The cave receives almost no sunlight, so instead the dwarves illuminate their home with a substance known as glow moss, which grows there in abundance. My idea is to cover the front of a child who's been transformed into a monster with glow moss. Doing so would be able to enable us to follow them into darkness. My theory is correct. Once the moss has been applied, it should be a simple matter of following the glowing footsteps into the beacon, and wherever they may lead after that. If we do not wish to have any one of our little ones suffer, we must act quickly. Once a child has become a beast, they tend to return to Buccanham for only the first few nights. After that point, they presumably lose all sense of humanity, and we never see them again. We must acquire some glow moss and apply it to a monster's feet before they can happen. My apologies. So rather than not to take in, would you like me to run through all that again? Nah. I'd rather not go through the Dr. O'Dine explanation of time compression bullshit again, thank you. Anyway, and I believe my work here is done. So to summarize our friend's rather long-winded explanation, we need some glow moss. In less complicated times, this would be a simple matter of sending an official request from myself to the leader of dwarves, otherwise known as the Fallen. Alas, they're anything but simple times. Current foreman is no great admirer of mine, and I fear an appeal from myself or any of my subjects would fall on deaf ears. Which is where you come in. You are strangers to this land. Foreman would have no reason not to grant you an audience. Would you be so kind as to go to the den of the dwarves and fetch some glow moss? It's for the sake of all Buccanham, you understand. Cross the mountains north of here, and make your way briefly south. You should happen upon their cave. We went there already. It's called the Heavy Metal Hole. I wish you the very best of luck. Buccanham is counting on you. You, specifically. But what I need to do is save. In the worst way. I'll buy all my other crap and do other stuff. Can I get that? Can I get that? Can I get that now? Can I please get that now? Thank you. Oh, you fucking bastard! Ugh! You bastards! You thought of everything. You thought of everything, didn't you? Why would you have a fucking bookshelf just sitting in front of a door? If not to be a little bitch about it. Anyway. I'm gonna save it before I go shopping. But yes. We gotta rescue Shark Eye. We gotta get some glow moss. We gotta fight a big fucking guy in the fucking thing. Cause he's a fuck. Cause he's over there in the beacon. I read up on the guide and he's not nice. He's probably pretty mean. So apparently he goes like 2 or 3 times a turn. It's as fun as it sounds. So I'm going to need as many levels as I can get. Hopefully, I'm in an area close by to liquid metal slimes. So that'll be nice. But I'll do all that crap next time. It's going to be a long day of recording. So, I need to take breaks where I can. I will see you next time.